Trust him to directions. I had no hope we'd ever follow instinct. We just don't understand a different situation. We've lost our land. My heart's in limbo. Your heart's in limbo. With everybody else, I think that you should learn to love yourself. The man that you love most, the man that brought you here, he's always in your memory, he's always near. My heart's in limbo. Your heart's in limbo.
Welcome to another edition of the Willy Bragg Show today, everyone. Today, we have a very special guest with us here. We had Travis and Jonathan from Red State Update. And why don't you just go ahead and introduce yourselves?
You go first.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Travis.
We're from Red State Update.
We play different characters on Red State Update, but we're our boring selves. I'm sorry to bore your viewers, but we're not as exciting as the characters we play, but we'll do our best.
Oh, the same applies to me. I'm not as exciting in real life as I am here on the show. So I totally convey.
So you play a more your real life persona is you on the show you play like a terrible version of your own self. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I play a terrible version of my own self.
Like you bring it down. No,
Yeah.
I don't mean that. Listen, I'm just what you said. It sounded like, oh, the real life Willy Bragg, not the character Willy Bragg, would be somebody that we need to look up and hang out with. But the character, maybe we just can't handle it.
Well, there are redeemable aspects of Willy Bragg, the public figure, and Willy Bragg, the person that people know privately. I mean, yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
We figured out that nobody wants to know us privately, so that's why we just made up stuff.
Oh, now Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm that resonated with me because I grew up in a small town in northeastern North Carolina, and I grew up from a town called Murfreesboro, North Carolina.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So,
nice.
How big is Murfreesboro, North Carolina?
Not very big. It's Hertford County. It's in the rural northeastern part of the state. It's between Roanoke Rapids and Elizabeth City, and it's maybe about, I would say, it's probably about an hour south of Suffolk, Virginia. And so I was very more familiar with Virginia culture than I was North Carolina culture in many ways.
But gotcha.
So this is like Dawson's Creek-esque at all?
And it's more like how I would describe North Carolina. I'm glad I live outside of Raleigh. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I am actually from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, just like the character. But me personally, real life, yes, I was born and raised in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Jonathan is from Huntland, Tennessee, which is south.
South. It's like 900 people. It's super small.
Oh, okay.
Murfreesboro was a huge city when I moved to it. It's still
Murfreesboro, North Carolina is not particularly huge, but it might in Hertford County be the cultural center of that county. It does have some historical roots. So there is.
Do they have a festival like the county next to where I grew up? There's a town that has like a slaw festival every year, or do you have some kind of weird festival?
Not in Hertford County, but I live just outside of Raleigh in a place called Johnson County. They have a ham and yam festival, and they have railroad days. So,
that was supposed to sound great. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong. It's Slaw Burger. Fayetteville, Tennessee has Slaw Burger. Another town that has a North Carolina doppelganger. Fayetteville, Tennessee is close to where I grew up. Sorry, I just wanted to bring up Slaw Burgers.
It's good to get geography out of the way at the top of every interview, but I'm glad we're addressing it.
But it's funny you mentioned slaw burgers because I was at Cracker Barrel today for lunch, and there weren't rainbow flags and all of that all over the place like people claim. So
really,
yeah, everybody says it's gone woke in there. No, but I had a cheeseburger with some slaw in it. So
hey, that's pretty good. Like a mayonnaise slaw or like a vinegary slaw, a mustardy slaw.
It was kind of more of a cream-based sauce. It just had that texture. Mayonnaise, sort of. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. No, this is good. This is like a sloshalism.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. So
he's gone. He left. We got rid of it. No, he's back. He came back.
I'll just be quiet for a second. Sorry.
So y'all been around for 20 years on YouTube, I understand.
Oh God.
Yeah,
we were kind of like the first batch of characters, so to speak, on YouTube when it first started. We didn't know what we're doing. We still don't know what we're doing, for that matter, but we definitely didn't know back then. But I think what kind of we got in the YouTube debates way back in 2000. Is that 7?
Yeah,
2007.
It was Obama.
Obama, Hillary, Biden, who all was running? Remember back in those days?
It was a Democrat debate. Oh, was it a Republican also?
I don't think we got in the Republican. It was just the Democrat.
They had YouTube personalities ask questions, and this was on CNN, and it went about like you think it would. And somehow we got on there too.
All those candidates were forced to listen to us, And I guess it went over well enough because the audience seemed to respond to it. And for a brief minute, we were kind of fake pundits on CNN. So we who did we? His career is now gone. I can't remember his name. What was his name?
Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez. We got to go on the Rick Sanchez show a couple times. And what was the CNN morning show at the time?
Yeah, when John Roberts was there.
When he hosted it. Yeah, before he went to Fox. Yeah.
Wow. I discovered Red State Update probably at the end of Obama's first term. That's when I discovered you guys, and I used to watch it. Then I started discovering your show again. I don't know. I lost track. Then I was like, wait a minute. I've seen these guys years ago. So I started watching y'all again, and then watching some of the older videos trying to catch up. So,
well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Yeah, it seems lately we've always had a very for some reason we lost all of our conservative viewers, and I don't know why. I can't figure out why they don't watch us anymore. But either way, sorry to see them go. But we've had a small, very loyal group of listeners that have been with us from the beginning, who we're grateful for. We have a Patreon, so Red State Update Patreon. Anybody's interested, and we're certainly grateful for them. But as of recently, since TikTok banned us, it seems like Facebook, Instagram is kind of, people are interested in us again for whatever reasons.
Yeah, I got a video clip y'all talking about TikTok. Maybe that's a good, maybe it's probably an appropriate moment to share with everybody, since maybe a lot of folks haven't seen it, and I want my audience to get familiar with Red State Update. Yeah. So let me go ahead and find it, because I'm my own producer on this show. So,
sure. So we can totally relate to that. There's nobody.
We just spent an hour trying to figure these microphones out.
Are they working? Because we're hoping you can hear us. So these are working.
I mean, usually when I have guests on the show, it's usually like an echo on my end or an echo on somebody's end.
Okay, good.
So, no, actually, very rare do I have guests on the show where it's like 100% the sound's great on both sides, and today's the day.
All right. We'll take it. Good. Thanks. Glad that's working out.
Yeah, it's good vibes. So let me go ahead and try to find that TikTok video, and let's see. As I said, I'm my own producer, so
we'll talk while you look for it. Just tell us when you find it. I'll say we got banned from TikTok. We don't really know why,
but it seems like a lot of folks on there who were talking about. I mean, it seems like the through line isn't just like, oh, you hate Trump. It's more like, you talk about him being a pedophile.
Yeah, they didn't like that. TikTok does not like that.
I had a friend last week on the show. He's a podcaster, and he got banned by TikTok for similar reasons. So,
we're definitely not the only ones. We're hearing from a lot of folks that's the situation these days. So. It's a badge of honor. We must be doing something right, so we'll take it.
Absolutely. So, okay, so
allegedly.
Everyone, this is Red State Update, one of the more recent videos, and I'll go ahead and play the clip. One moment here, and here we go.
Out of hell with TikTok. I don't give a damn. I don't have to be on there. TikTok can stick it up there, you know what? We's permanently banned forever and ever, whatever it is. I guess whatever it is we did on there is banned. It
may have been us talking about Trump and Epstein.
Oh, is that what it is?
TikTok, we put up stuff and people say, I wish my people was like that, or why don't you talk some sense into my daddy, or whatever. And that was nice. We're like, yeah, we're better than all them other men. But something we said made TikTok mad. One video we got a strike. It was the one where I was talking about Donald Trump and Epstein being models of male friendship in this age of loneliness. Business leaders, pedophiles out there showing us what it was like for two men to connect and, emotionally support each other. Yeah. You can't put all that on your wife or your underage girlfriends. We're doing satire.
Political satire. Yeah.
I don't really think you should look to Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein to be models of male friendship.
For anything, not male friendship, any kind of friendship, human decency, anything, don't look to them to do it unless you a hateful, ignorant bigot. And a pedophile, I guess. One of them is for sure. One of them is for sure. There are plenty of victims who have claimed that he did this and that. I ain't saying he didn't.
Do they still have their TikToks?
I don't know if they do or not. Probably not.
If we just throw in an allegedly every once in a while, that'd make it okay. A lot of times if you say allegedly, everybody knows you don't mean it. You just got to say it so TikTok don't take you down. We're spending way too much time talking about damn Epstein, saying pedophile 100 times. Pedophile.
I don't want to say pedophile over and again. Trust me, there's a million other words I'd rather be saying all the damn time. It's because it's in the damn news every day. It's in the damn news. I ain't the one coming up with it. I guess about the only place you don't hear pedophile anymore is Fox News, where you used to hear it 24/7. Nowadays, don't hear nothing about that. Don't hear nothing about the current economy.
So they took that down, and then next thing I know, the whole thing has gone down.
Yeah.
You can't talk to real people. They don't tell you nothing. They said something about misinformation to us.
He just fired the person that come out with the job reports. The TikTok needs to worry about that, not my dumb ass. Excuse my language, but hell. TikTok says, look, you making good videos. We like videos. You need to make some more videos like this. Here's $500 or here's $200. Make more videos like this. And we're like, well, we were going to do that anyway, but sure, we'll take your money. Fine. All right, here you go. There's more just like it. Take you all down. Well, turns out they ain't going to give us our money now either. So I'm mad about that. You tell somebody you earn this money and then I don't care. You still owe me a paycheck or whatever.
Jackie, we don't do this for money.
I know I don't. I ain't ever seen a dime for it.
We do it for our ego.
Well.
And to hear ourselves talk. That's why white men do podcasts.
Well, I guess you got a point there.
We've been doing this for years and years. How much money you think we've made to get maybe a used sedan? Maybe.
If y'all want to raise hell, get mad at TikTok. Sure, get us back on there. It should be censored for what you're saying about what this administration's doing because it's pretty awful. So I think we should be on TikTok or wherever, raising hell about it like every good American should be. If we can get people hollering at TikTok, tell you what we're going to do, the money that's to owe us, we're going to find a good charitable organization that for the LGBTQ plus community in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, maybe some legal expenses for immigration. We'd be happy to divvy that money up with those communities, do it real quick if TikTok gives us money that they owe us.
We'll keep you posted.
Sure.
If you do get on TikTok or anywhere where you can yell at TikTok, we were Jackie and Dunlap. That's what we were on there. Don't get too excited. It's about $1,500.
It ain't a whole lot, but
it's a big deal to
us. We would have liked to put that in our pocket, but there's certainly
20 years, folks. 20 years we've been doing this. But now it's time to, A, get revenge, and 2, give this money to charities, Middle Tennessee.
People more deserving. TikTok, take it on, put it up. I don't give a damn.
Love it. And I hate that they did that to y'all because I'm a free speech absolutist and they like to silence people who tell the truth tellers. So glad to see you raising hell about TikTok.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to do us any good, but
because they don't really have to tell you or anything. They can just do what they want to do, And again, hey.
And there's some other folks we know. Some of them you may know. I don't know who were liberals or leftists on TikTok and anti-Trump folks, whatever. But they, some of them got back on there, and we so far have not. So,
there's some advocates out there that are trying to help some folks, but I think there's a long line before they get to help us.
I mean, right? Like this seems to be something that's happening a lot, and I think it's specifically like Epstein stuff, which we didn't even really. I mean, we talk about it, but those weren't really the things that like got a lot of whatever
traction or anything,
or whatever.
It wasn't like, here are the Epstein guys. We got to follow. We're not by any means. It was like 2 or 3 times we mentioned it. Yeah.
So that does seem weird. I guess these are the days when the billionaires go to dinner with Donald Trump and kiss his ass and TikTok takes you down, and just to be on the safe side, I guess is what's happening. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I figured that with the impending authoritarianism, that they were going to go after like the larger media outlets first, and go after smaller channels and more independent media types later on. But it seems like they will like to go after independent media too, because just everybody's like buried in the algorithms, and there's a lot of shadow banning these days. I've been doing this for almost 6 years, and I'm just a twee bit under 1,000, so it's just kind of hard to break through the algorithms.
We didn't have any luck. I mean, 20 years ago, and then pretty much the majority of that time since then, like, we had trouble getting through anything. So even before Trump, like nothing really happened. And the only thing that happened different this time was we just started cutting up our hour-long things into little chunks and putting a lot of them out there, which I thought wouldn't work. And it's not even like it's working. TikTok did okay, and this is turning into a seminar on social media. TikTok did okay, and Instagram is doing okay. The other stuff is still kind of growing. We have a lot of subscribers on YouTube.
Facebook is picking up. It seems like a lot of videos are starting. Well, Facebook just reached out to monetize, so I'm sure they'll be kicking us off soon.
It's
before
crazy
they pay
that
us.
anybody people gave us money at all before, even though they kicked us off the thing. And like, we have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, but I think most of them are dead. It's all from like 2007, so I don't think those count. But regardless,
it counts. I would say it counts.
Okay.
These subscribers I get, they're all precious to me. Even if they logged on 6 years ago and subscribed and never looked at my channel again, they are a subscriber as far as I'm concerned. So
absolutely, like I said, throughout the 20 years. We've had probably around 1,000 folks that have stuck with us and give a damn about what we're doing, and we're grateful for them. So we were just doing the show for them, which we're happy to do, and grateful that they're there to do it for them. And then, when we started cutting up these short clips, it seemed to snowball from there as of late.
For me, when I started this, I was this crazy deranged Bernie bro on Twitter, trolling people and all of that years ago, and I started this channel for that reason. However, time went on, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go and just do just straight up politics, and at that time I wanted to go travel up the echelons of independent media. But I am actually pretty content having a fairly small community, people that I kind of do know, and I'm grateful for them, and they're decent people. A lot of them do this sort of thing themselves, and we kind of help each other out, and
That's awesome.
Solidarity that goes on within the smaller confines of independent media.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's that the same thing's true for us. I mean, there's like a small group of people that you are friends with.
Yeah, you get to know them, it's like you're friends. You're all kind of hanging out when you do stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Our podcast, like the weirder stuff we used to do on the podcast, that helped thin the herd.
Yeah, that definitely. We're excited that the holidays are coming up because of all of these new eyes on us. We'll get to expose them. Our favorite thing to do is Christmas stuff. We have a couple of Christmas albums. We're fanatic. So we're really excited that all these new eyes on us will get to experience a lot of our Christmas videos and songs for the first time. So hopefully we'll see. They may be gone by then, or that we may have been removed. How many months we got? We could. They could take us down from everywhere.
It's a lot that can happen.
Between now and Christmas.
A lot happens every day, folks.
Now, I've seen some of your music videos, and I didn't play it because I don't know about the copyright situation, so I kind of stand guarded. But one that kind of struck me was "Fry Dat in a Small Town" is a take on Jason Aldean's "Try That in a Small Town," and I was like, that's pretty damn clever.
It's
Yeah.
so stupid. But his song is so stupid. So
This is the original song, stupid. We thought, can you make this dumber? So we
Yeah.
tried.
I don't know if it's dumber. I think I think it's more comforting about frying food in a small town than the subject matter that Jason Aldean had to talk about. You
Well,
know?
yes.
yeah, that's true. Anytime you can make a small town seem a little less scarier for. I mean, they're not scary. I mean, right? You know, it's like small town, but it can, if you're not from a small town or from that small town, it can things can turn quickly.
Yeah.
I
I know about the old small town life where I grew up. So in the eastern part of North Carolina. So it's all that about that relatability. So I want to play another video from y'all. And y'all mentioned the Obama Hillary battle that was going on in 2007, 2008.
Oof.
It's an old video.
Yeah.
So this is this. I don't know if anybody cares, but just to set this up, back then when we first started, we were doing these characters were conservative. They've been on a journey. They were sort of parodies of Bush era, online conservatives.
Yeah,
and
that's
how long ago that was. And then over the years, especially after Trump, it was just like, well, they can't be conservative because we didn't understand how they would be conservative.
Well, we developed these characters for 20 years. We didn't want to make them racist. It's like, no, screw that. At one time they were confused on issues and they were trying to figure things out. And we thought that was funny. And like I said, we had a great many conservative folks who enjoyed the joke. Whether they got it or not, I don't know. It was kind of similar to there was a lot of conservatives that liked Colbert when he was on Comedy Central, like that. They I don't know if they got the joke or whatever, but but no, I used to have conservative friends. You know what I mean? I used to have it. I hope I still do, but where you could debate ideas and talk about. Like at one time, I would have maybe described myself as a self-hating liberal, which is not the case anymore. I've overcome that at this point. But it was fun to make fun of both parties, and it still would be, and we still kind of do. But the way that things are out of whack, like why are we going to pick on, Biden's easy to make fun of. Don't get me wrong. I would, and we will still do it. But with what's happening in the world, it seems like a waste of time to go after, sometimes they earn it, some Democrats. But you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like we're saying, look over here when we need to be focused on, the demise of democracy. I think it's a little bit more important than personalities at this point.
Yeah, when Trump was when he was not president from 21 to 25 during that previous 4 years, it was okay. The Democrats are back in power. They had their chance to govern, and when they need criticizing, they get it. If they need praising, they get it. And I'm a fair person. If Republicans are doing something good, which is rare, I'll give them credit for it. I mean, Thomas Massey, I'm not a libertarian, but he seems to oppose the military-industrial complex and his foreign policies pro-peace, which I do like. So, but I disagree.
Like every now and then, Rand Paul says something that makes sense. Which is, that's shocking, but it does happen. So
Ron Paul back in the day. And I disagree with a lot of things that they have to say, but I respect them, but then there are others out there on the right. And then there's like these Chuck Schumer types that there's, they give liberalism a bad name too. Sure. So, but
you talk about respect. There were some politicians that I used to respect, even though I completely disagreed. Lindsey Graham was someone who I had respect for. Didn't agree with him wanting to go to war with the entire world and all, the typical. But then after Trump, I've lost, of course, him and several others, Rubio, go down the list, what they said about Trump beforehand and what they say now. We all know that they're full of shit. So, so it's hard to respect somebody when they know they're full of shit, and we all know they're full of shit. It's really hard to
They joined the cult.
Yeah.
We knew they were weasels.
They're definitely weasels for sure.
Dang, They're really weasels.
Zero integrity.
That's
None
like
whatsoever.
the most there are actual weasels that aren't as big of weasels as Marco Rubio is.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry
to get on that kick. You were wanting to show a video. We had to run.
Yeah, let me go ahead and try to find that real quick. And this is, I believe, let's see. Let me find it. Let's see.
I'd say anytime we see something old, anytime I watch one of our old videos for whatever reason, is I'm always surprised. I'm like, there's always one thing in there that I'm like, geez. There's at least one thing in there that I'm like, we would not.
There's a lot of stuff we did that we would not do today. I will just say that.
I understand. I've changed. I've evolved on some of my views in the last few years. So, yeah,
it's just comedy stuff that we thought was funny at the time. It's like, oh, you know what? Maybe that wasn't so funny. You know, it's basically that's a cultural thing that's happening to everyone, not just us. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. You may remember this one.
Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie, bro.
I'm done laughing, Jackie. Super Tuesday.
Oh, what the hell was super about it? I mean, tell me one damn thing we learned.
Nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, old Hillary Clinton won Tennessee.
I don't want to hear her name.
Huckabee won on the Republican side.
Yeah, Huckabee won here in Tennessee. But I tell you what, I don't know if you saw this on the news. We had some terrible weather here. Yes, sir. Some tornadoes come through here, killed some people. It was awful. Yeah, scared the hell out of people. So you really can't blame them for going out there and voting for a preacher. No.
Other than that, nothing damn changed.
No.
Clinton and Obama still running neck and neck. Huckabee's got all the Southern Christians voting for him. Romney wins some states nobody cares about. And McCain wins a bunch of states and nobody cares about him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I know I don't. I tell you what, Super Tuesday was a waste of damn time.
Hey!
What?
You watch your old mouth,
What
man.
you mean? What?
Listen, Jackie, maybe you've grown cynical and disgusted with the American political process, with all the campaigning and politicking we've been watching lately. But listen, today, the citizens of this country went out and exercised their right to vote, to choose the leader of this free nation. You can say what you want, Jackie, but democracy is still a miracle.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. This is a great country, and there's so many countries out there that wish they had the opportunity as citizens to cast their vote, let their vote be known. And I tell you what, I went out and voted today. Yes, sir. I walked straight in there in that vote booth, and I cast my ballot, and I put my vote in. And I tell you what, I'm proud to do it as an American. Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm proud to be an American, proud to cast my vote. Yeah. How'd you vote for?
I didn't vote.
What?
I don't like to vote.
What the hell you mean you don't
It's
like
not
to
my
vote?
thing. Really.
Not your thing.
Nah, it's not my cup of tea.
What the hell? We sit here and talk to half the world. People look at this damn thing, and you're talking about who we think should be president, who we don't think should be president. Talking about what's going on in America and the political system. And you mean to tell me you didn't even go out and vote?
Listen, that's different, Jackie. That's giving my opinion.
What?
I can give my opinion all night long, but voting, man, gets on my nerves.
What the hell?
First of all, you got to go to a damn school or a community center. Two places I do not like to go. You got to see all these people you don't want to have to talk to. You got to walk through that line, them people with their signs. Hey, Dunlap, we appreciate your vote for John McCain today. Hey, Dunlap, you think about Obama today? Listen, I don't like talking to you in the grocery store about the damn weather. I sure as hell don't want to talk to you out in front of the middle school gym about politics.
What?
Then you got to sign in, make small talk with your kindergarten teacher or whatever. Then you got to walk into a voting booth in the middle of the damn room, half the town in there, pull that curtain, they can still see your damn shoes and pants legs, and then everybody's watching you. Is he taking too long? Is he not taking long enough? It's like taking a shit in public.
Oh, hell.
Listen, I get judged enough by this community as is. I don't need to wait till Super Tuesday for it.
Oh, good Lord. I tell you what, I am embarrassed to be sitting right here beside you. You are pathetic. You are the worst excuse. I don't even want to talk about it. I know I went in there today. Yes, sir. And I went in there. I don't care about the people with the signs. I don't care who's looking at me and how long it takes. I'm proud to cast my vote. Yes, sir. I went in there and held my head high and voted just for who I thought should be able to run this country. Yes, sir.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for old Fred Thompson. Yes, sir.
Fred Thompson's not even running.
Well, his name was sitting there on the ballot. I thought I didn't like anybody else on there, so I picked old Fred Thompson. Yes, sir.
You're sitting there lecturing me about not voting, and my vote, which is non-existent, counts as much as your damn flush down the shitter vote.
What the hell you talking about? I sat there and saw the names, and I voted for Fred Thompson. I wanted to let America know how dissatisfied with I am with who's running. Yeah.
I expressed my dissatisfaction by sitting on a damn couch drinking a beer. I didn't even have to leave a house.
Oh, hell.
Okay, that's great. I love it. I love it.
I when I watch these old videos, it's like, oh, we've learned nothing technically whatsoever, and also the only thing I think that we've gotten better is that they're shorter. I will say that we're better because
we have to do an hour-long one to check that up.
You don't have to sit through the hour-long one. You just watch the 30-second clips. But yeah.
Oh no, yeah. Whether it's like 4 or 5 minutes or the YouTube Shorts is kind of popular for a lot of people to do. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of information packed in there, and I share it out on social media because yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wisdom in my opinion in what y'all are saying. So I just like I got to share this with everybody. So.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah, it seems like I notice on Facebook in particular, these short things, the new things that we're doing, which I will also say are not always particularly that funny. Maybe our characters and our behavior may be funny to some folks, but like what we've been cutting out is basically just like kind of pundit stuff. And that seems to be what's taken off. But if people are responding to it, wonderful. But I noticed on Facebook some of like one particular video where my character is talking about with the bill that they passed, the closures of the rural hospitals and that some of that information. That one was getting shared a lot on Facebook in particular, still is for that matter. Like if I were to click on now, it would have another, so I'm glad that information is getting out there. But we also still want to be, which I guess is more apparent in the long form, we're trying to be stupid and funny too, but if we can make a point and we give a shit about what's happening to our country, there's a little bit of that, but I don't think we're not freedom fighters by any mean whatsoever.
It just sort of turned from where we used to have to come up with how to say like the opposite of what we thought, but make it really be what we thought, to now we can just like get on here and complain
straight up,
you know, like your MSNBC aunties. Sorry, everybody listening.
When I, as I said, I just think it gets the point out, and it's a far better medium than listening to a bunch of empty suits on TV or even online on some of these news programs that they will have. I mean, they use the decorum, style in their speech manner, what have you. It's just kind of like, it's like they're not exactly inspiring to listen to. But in the way it's done in the format that y'all have done it, I'm like, this is a way to get the message out. Far better than the Daily. Was it the Daily Show with Jon Stewart, which I thought it was edgy at the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
The original Colbert Show was outstanding. We thought that was great what he was doing. He's fine now too. I don't mean to say he's. I'm sure he'll be okay. He'll land on his feet. He'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I don't know if TikTok took him down. But
did they take Colbert down?
I don't know. No,
yeah,
I don't know. Is he on there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, they're fine.
Yeah. But as I said, watching your perspectives and everything, I was like, gotta share it. So let me see. I was going to ask. How do y'all team up? And what prompted you to get to do Red State Update? I mean, the beginnings, I guess.
Well, we met college when he was in college in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and we were theater nerds and tried to do creative stuff all the time. I was in a band that he kind of helped out with and did stuff with, and then we had this ridiculous, which I think is on YouTube, but you don't have to watch it by any means. we did a cable access show.
Oh, right. Yeah.
For a few episodes of that, and we were just always kind of writing or partners in comedic. That's what we tried to do, and we're in Los Angeles now. We moved out to Los Angeles. I was in Chicago briefly. You came out to LA, went back, and then came back out here again.
Yeah, I lived in Nashville for a while, and so we were out here trying to do stuff, and we were taking.
He came up with the name. I remember that. Red State Update.
We were doing we were in improv classes with Gareth Reynolds from what's the name?
You can't remember his show?
Why did I start trying to name things for people?
You can't remember?
Sorry, it's it's later there where you are. Like Gareth, and there were other folks out here that we knew back then, and then we were just trying to do something, and we always like to do weird stuff and political stuff and country stuff. So this just kind of turned into all of it. Plus, I know it's crazy how bad things are now, but we had gone to war for no reason, and then reelected that guy.
That was what inspired it. It was was Bush being reelected, and that kind of motivated us to we found an outlet for that, which it still is. This is an outlet for us to keep from going crazy too. I was going to ask you, do you feel as if by doing this, by commenting on it, and you get it out of your system, so you're not, you know what I mean? Like we're not crazy all the damn time.
I feel like prior to doing this, I felt like I was going nuts. And maybe I am nuts still, but there were times I feel like I had bottled up in me, and it's a way to kind of blow my steam out. Sure. Yes, absolutely.
And the fact that we read some of the comments you read, it seems to help other people do that, which is, that's wonderful. I don't know why, but if it helps me and it helps other people, that's great, And we had a little bit of traction way back in 2008. We got a comedy album out of it. He and I have a book published, Simon & Schuster. So there was a little stuff going on, but it didn't, we kind of drifted and did other things for a while. We still do other things. And, but yeah, it just seems like a resurgence as of late. We always maintained, very fortunate to maintain that group of loyal listeners. But yeah, lately, a lot of more people are paying attention for whatever reasons.
I think there's not a lot. I think people respond to seeing old country men say something that doesn't make them feel like their life is at risk. Especially a lot of people maybe don't agree with their dad's politics or their granddad's politics, or they're just surrounded by a bunch of men, maybe in the South or somewhere rural, and they don't hear a lot of male voices saying anything good at all. And I think that's why, especially his character, who looks like a lot of people say, oh, you tell him, Peepaw.
I want him to be my grandpa. Can you adopt me? There's a lot of people want Jackie to adopt them, and Jackie is based on mostly my mother, but he is based on the idea of an older Southern man that would just talk common sense, where is that gone? To this day, I'll never understand why the South that I grew up in, and of course, the South has always had problems. I'm not saying that. It's not like it just happened.
Wait, what problems?
Well, I don't want to get into it right now, but I'll catch you up later.
I think you're saying some things that might not be legal these days.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
But there was a common sense element that would see through certainly all of this bullshit. I always thought, Trump was nothing to me but a punchline. I never considered him anything more until he got into politics. I didn't hate him or didn't like him. He just was insignificant. And then when he got engaged, he just seemed like, and we, of course, our characters have called him that repeatedly, a loudmouth, know-it-all Yankee who, if he weren't Trump, everybody in my family, everybody I knew in the South, if he acted or behaved that way in someone's house, they would have kicked his ass out. They would have chewed him out. So it's just, I'll never understand the attraction or what happened, other than the racism. I think that's mainly what it was. The racism is pretty
Still,
much.
though, if you had told me that they were going to get a New York guy to be their favorite racist, I'd be like, there's no way they're going to get Louisiana.
Plenty of Southern racists to pick.
Yeah.
David Duke's right over there. You got all these folks. You know.
They didn't have the television experience.
It's not funny. I'm sorry,
No,
but
no,
yeah, what
this
can you
is
do
fine.
but laugh? But
I
yeah,
know.
I'll never get it. I don't know what the attraction is. I don't know how he did what he did, but he did. So yeah.
And I mean, I guess the problem isn't that the South likes the Yankees.
no,
I don't know. It's just saying the word Yankee. I mean, like this is not how we feel. We're not like, oh, that guy's from Chicago. He's got no political future. And that's Obama.
We were kind of using a negative viewpoint that some Southerners had toward Northern people. Like, why not for this guy?
Yeah.
He actually fits all these stereotypes that you based your opinion on Yankee. He checks every one of those boxes. Why him? I don't get it.
Of all the things that churches like him, even though he's done all this stuff.
Porn stars,
everybody, Southerners, everybody like poor people like him, even though he was like this super rich guy. Everybody, there's some sort of contradiction.
Contradictions, basically.
Yeah, but of all of them, that one seems the most hard to believe to me, just coming from where I come from. I just can't believe anybody. And I guess I just missed TV in the 2000s, or maybe I would have known.
And part of what I think Red State Update, some of it through humor earlier, not what we're doing now, was almost in a way defending some of these. Nowadays, these ideas, what they have grown into, but I respected people's religious beliefs. I may not agree with you on everything, certainly in the South, on a board, these are certainly positions that I am very passionate about. I understood where some of that passion came from the other side. There was a debate that could be had on those issues, where now it's just like, everything is fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. You're a pedophile. No, I'm a pedophile. That's where we're at now.
Who's saying that they're a pedophile?
Who themselves?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
But it's coming. Yeah,
That's
you
next.
wait. Who cares? He's a pedophile.
That's next.
Why are you even bringing this up?
That's next.
Yeah, I mean, with Trump though, I mean, the first time Trump was president, I never supported him, didn't vote for him, and all that, but I just thought Trump was a goofball, just a clown, and the mean tweets made me laugh. I mean, he was comedic, and he was just, his policies were first time around were mildly bad, but now he's like fucking unhinged as hell, and he's gone full authoritarian. And some people, some of these small government conservative types who used to lecture me, you socialists, you want big government. They're looking at Trump. It's like, more big government, please, daddy. It's like, what the fuck?
You were training out in the woods for years and years with guns, saying, and we would ask you why. Like, why were you crazy? You wait and see. When they send troops, you'll be glad that we were out here in the woods practicing drills. And then, like, where are you cowards? Everything you predicted is happening, but you're okay with it. So yeah, I don't know.
They're not only okay with it, they're applying for
jobs, which I hear now you're not getting your bonus. Even ICE, surprise, they're getting screwed over.
What?
I don't think they're getting their bonuses.
You're telling me Trump's not paying somebody?
I know, it's shocking. It is shocking.
They just get the satisfaction of doing racist shit, though.
That's true. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Mm.
Yeah, and thing about it is they used to lecture people like myself. You people want to take the guns away from us patriots, and then all of a sudden, what are they saying? Now they're favoring taking guns away from trans people. I mean,
yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
I was glad to hear that the NRA came out against that. I was surprised, but I was glad to hear that.
That was actually.
Oh, okay. Well, bravo to them for that.
Hey, give them one thing.
One thing.
Yeah. yeah. I agree.
Mean, you see how it can. First of all, it took us a long time, and we still have trouble realizing this. But I think a big step for us was finally realizing that they don't care. We're always like, oh, but you used to say this, or oh, we got him now, because they remember the Daily Show would have like clip after clip of them saying one thing. Finally, we realized they don't care. It's not about fairness or being true to their word or anything like that. It was just like, okay, we need to be the ones with the guns coming into your neighborhoods, and you shouldn't have any guns because all we care about is. And I mean, somebody like J.D. Vance is basically just saying that at this
Mhm.
point. Like there's no more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they said before. It doesn't matter what they said about small government. They don't want small government anymore. They want the government, and then they'll tell us what to do.
Yeah, I remember. Well, when I say I remember, he actually signed it into law before I was born. But Governor Ronald Reagan signed gun control legislation when he was the governor of California. But then he became this beloved figure. He's going to go and interpret the Second Amendment literally. And the thing about it is, I mean, I know why he did it. He did it because, they were scared of the Black Panther
Black
Party.
Panthers. Yeah, it was the Black Panther parties that motivated them to do that.
Yeah.
I
So-
mean, I would not be surprised. Prognosticating is a dangerous game, and not a fun game either.
No.
Not like a fun game, a terrible, depressing game. But like, if this winds up with like guns being confiscated from, say, people who live in cities, or people who are not white, or people who maybe have voted Democratic. Like if you see like an ICE, whatever the ICE force, the Border Patrol morphs into before this is over, I sound crazy. But if they started taking people's guns away that were not white and not Republican and not MAGA even, like it would not surprise me.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're kind of anticipating.
That's what they're doing.
That's what they're working their way towards that. Whether they'll get there or not, I don't know. But
because if they say trans people can't have guns because trans people are the mass shooters after all these years of like crazy white men, and then they say, sorry, trigger warning, trans people are mentally ill, right? So you can't have guns if you're mentally ill. And then they also say, if you read comments on things, liberalism is a mental illness,
Yes,
or
it is.
leftism is a mental illness. So if you can't have guns and you're mentally ill, and everybody's mentally ill that didn't vote for Trump, then I don't have a gun.
yeah, I don't either. Yeah,
pretty much. I was like, I don't know about the guns, but maybe we should stock up. I'm going to order some right now.
just get some. They're easy to get. Just get us get me something.
I'm gonna get. You want one?
Gun?
Yeah, I'll have one. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll put one on the tab for you.
Maybe if I still lived in Tennessee, I would have one. I don't go back often enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with people owning firearms, but it's just.
Nor do I. We have friends that, I have a friend who is Latino and fully, American citizen. But of course, as we know, out here in California, that doesn't always matter to the ICE. And he was like, I loaded my guns and cleaned them, which I don't normally, they're safe with them. They go to the shooting range. I loaded my guns and cleaned them. I have to walk around with like 4 kinds of paperwork on me now when I go out of the house. But if it's between me shooting somebody or winding up in a prison being tortured in Venezuela, I'm going to have my gun when I answer the door. So, I get it. I understand that. Where at one time that wasn't, of course, being a white guy, that was never a really major concern for me in general doing anything. But it makes sense. So I know gun owners. Of course, we're from the South. Everybody we know, it's not that I'm against guns or anything like that. Maybe not some of these, automatic weapons. Maybe we shouldn't have those so easily, readily available. But,
there's a lot of, people used to just, I'm old, but, people's guns would be in their truck at school like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I remember that, actually.
It didn't even freak anybody out.
No.
It was like, you didn't even think about it. This was like pre-Columbine. And
sure.
Yeah, when I was in high school, there were kids driving their pickup trucks to school, and they had their rifles in the back. Nobody thought anything about it.
Sure.
Yeah. I wasn't a hunter, mainly because my dad had kind of stopped hunting. My dad is older, so he was like, he'd gotten softer. He didn't want to kill. They didn't have deer when my dad was a kid. The deer in Tennessee were gone. They reintroduced deer after he kind of stopped hunting. He hunted like squirrels and
rabbits
and stuff. And I think he also knew probably not a good idea to let me around a gun. Like he could see disaster coming. So
well, there's not a short supply of deer around here where I live. I mean, when you drive at night, I work graveyard shifts, so you drive at night. I mean, they'll just like dart out on the highway.
Yeah, no, they like whatever they did, they came back with a vengeance in Tennessee. I mean, ever since I was a kid, the first day of hunting season was basically a school holiday.
Sure.
Like, I just didn't do it. But most people I know that are hunters aren't like assholes about it.
Yeah, my entire mother's side of the family, they're all hunters, and like it's not like going out and showing off their guns or anything. They do it, it's
they're
not,
basically redneck conservationists.
Yeah.
Like they're taking care, like. Not all of them, but like a lot of people are, like it's hard to just come down on hunters, which is not what you're asking. This is the anti-hunter show, right? We
just ordered guns.
Yeah, y'all can order guns.
Ordered a bunch of guns
to protect ourselves against the hunters.
Oh yeah.
As an anti-woke leftist, I'm like, people want to order guns and hunt deer. I mean, but let's don't have ICE doing their shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the main. That's a big issue. That's a big one. There's a lot of issues, but that really bums me out.
Oh,
indeed.
By the way, right here, this with the screen extra Bola. Let me recommend his program, The Secret Show, that comes on every Saturday night, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I think you both will love his show. Great podcast he has every Saturday night. So
check it out. Extra Bulls.
Extra Bola.
Bola. Sorry, I couldn't read it. Sorry.
I can Travis, I can forward it to you. The link.
Extra Red Bull.
Yeah. So anyway,
please do. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Awesome. Yeah. If anybody wants to check us out,
have you heard?
Let us know your stuff.
I wanted to ask you about being a liberal podcaster. Are you joined with Chorus yet? Are you making that big Chorus money? I just wanted to know.
Oh, my channel's not monetized. Yeah.
Are you familiar with?
Am I familiar with what?
I was talking. I don't know if you made familiar. It's Brian. There was recently a story. It's Brian Tyler Cohen, I believe, is his name.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
Well, what they were doing, they had a thing called Chorus that was supposedly, and this came out, I think some of it was debunked, but whatnot. But basically, they were trying to connect all of the liberal podcasters and get us all, on the same track or whatnot. And supposedly they were paying some, like the DNC was supposedly paying some of these podcasters, not us. We did not see any of this, but I was kind of making a joke. But at the same time, I'm curious. It's out there. It's called Chorus. You can go to their website and like put your info in, and somebody's supposed to get in touch with you or whatnot. Now they claimed that they were giving talking points, though. If you signed up with them, you couldn't talk about this. You could only talk about that, which that's a little weird, obviously.
Like, I think a lot of people thought like they were going to not let you say anything about like Palestine. I think that was the big. I think that was the big
Palestine.
Fight. Like Taylor Lawrence, is that her name, Lauren?
Yeah.
They had this big fight. But I don't really understand. I don't really know who all the big players are on like. Whatever DNC media and
I know that David Pakman and people like that are part of the influencers, that are part of the controversy and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Brian Tyler Cohen and somebody else.
None of us are getting paid, right?
No one's getting paid, basically.
Nobody.
Okay,
here.
as long as you make sure.
Well, we did get TikTok owes us a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
That's about it right now. And like I said, Facebook just reached out to us about monetization, so I'm sure they'll be taking us down as soon as that money starts to collect.
And if we hear from Brian Tyler, what's his name?
I think it's Cohen. Brian Tyler
Cohen.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. Yeah,
We'll
if we hear anything about this. But I was kind of making a joke. But there is some sort of, it's called Chorus, and they're trying to connect. They're basically saying, well, the Republicans are all on the same page and they're all working together, and the right-wing media is all helping each other out, which I don't know if that's true. And didn't half of the right-wing media attacking each other at this point now, I think, over Epstein and stuff? I don't know. But anyway.
I don't know. They all seem on the same page now.
Except it seemed to turn around pretty quick.
From Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah. But anyway, if we hear anything, we'll tell you. If you hear
we'll
anything,
let you know.
tell
Anybody
us.
who wants that fat DNC check.
We may have just excluded ourselves by ordering those guns.
I don't even know who's supposed to be paying for it. Did they
I don't know.
you know what? This is a thing that we get kind of interested in, and we're like, oh yeah, this is juicy, and then we lose interest in before we learn any details. So,
Any details.
Sorry to waste your time.
Yeah.
With this.
Anytime it comes down, we have to join some sort of club or whatever. Like, maybe not.
No, the fastest way to get me to change my mind on something is to be around a bunch of people who agree.
With this.
About a decade ago, a friend of mine was sarcastic and said, "I want to thank George Soros for his generous check of however many thousands of dollars to spread left-wing propaganda." Because people sort of think that every left-wing movement was being funded by George Soros and all of that.
Yeah, well, all of these protests.
Yeah,
they're all getting paid, and I protested a few times, and I don't know. I have yet to get my check. I don't think I'm writing I don't think I'm trying to connect with the right people.
Yeah, I never got a check for doing protests, and I did plenty back in the Bush Cheney years. I don't do it as often as I used to. My work schedule, life, and everything, but my heart's out in the streets when people are doing this sort of thing.
Sure. Well, you're doing this. See, you're doing something. There you go.
This is my version of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're doing something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally. So, how is it in North? What's it like? So you're outside. How close to Raleigh are you?
Oh, about a 30-minute drive. Oh, we lost contact. Hold on, we lost contact. Go on. Give me a second here. Okay, hold on. We lost contact, but all is not lost. Okay. All is not lost.
Hey. Sorry about that.
Okay. No, you're fine. I sent y'all another link just now, but y'all are back. So that's what counts.
Good. Yes, the internet went funky for a minute. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's happened to me a couple of times. So don't worry about it.
It's probably on our end. We have weird internet here.
I think it's us. Sorry.
Oh, I've interviewed several people, and the cable, just went out on my end, or the power used to go out all the time around here, but that's not so bad.
Oh yeah.
So what were you asking about Raleigh?
You went there? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What were you asking about Raleigh?
Talk about the weather.
Oh, the weather.
Sorry,
it's actually improved. It's very mild outside right now. 69 degrees currently.
I miss seasons. I do miss fall, like going home for fall.
Yeah,
I need to go back and see a tree.
Anyway. I guess
we love Tennessee. We hate what's happening to Tennessee right now. Of course, it's just so awful. But and of course, it's happening to a lot of states across the country. But yeah. I don't live there. I'm not from those states, but it's terrible to see like people like Andy Ogles and things. What's
Okay, we're having a connection issue here, but hopefully they'll be back in a moment because I sent them another link earlier. So we'll wait for those guys to get back. So until then, we'll talk to everybody. Warren says 69 degrees. Nice. Trying to see who would pay me the most between the Koch brothers and Soros. Yep. I've often joked that I get money from Soros and Vladimir Putin. So, all that, of course, I'm joking. Let's see here. We'll talk to everybody. I want to make sure until they get back. I don't want to leave anyone out. So we'll wait for them to get back. So they're probably having some issues there. So anyway, Max RJ, how are you doing today? Kamashwari Kate, how are you doing today? All right, we have here Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show, and how are you doing? And we're hoping they're going to get back. It's happened to me. Snipe Hunter, otherwise known as College Buddy, how are you doing? Max RJ, greetings. Warren, greetings. Let's see. We have Zalapa. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. How are you doing today? All right. We have here. I'll make sure everybody's taken care of. Okay. I don't want anybody. I don't want to feel like I'm ignoring anybody. I saw. Oh, they're back. Welcome back.
So sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I think,
As I said, it's happened to me before. So used to happen
If
to
you
me.
want to wrap
Really
things, I think we've been an hour, so we can get up. We wanted to say goodbye and certainly thank you for having us on here. It was nice talking to you, Willie.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything you might want to add? Any final words?
I mean, God bless y'all.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's all hang in there and try to get through this. Hopefully, we'll make it out alive.
Anybody who listens to this whole thing, go look us up and let us know what y'all are doing, and we'll check out your stuff too. And we're just glad. Glad to talk to y'all.
Yeah,
we'll all be in chorus soon. We'll all be joined up soon and connected.
Yep.
And hopefully making that big money.
Exactly. Everybody check out Red State Update.
Hello?
Travis and Johnson. You can check them out on YouTube. You can check them out on
Are we live and he's not there?
Facebook
I don't know.
And Twitter.
It's our show now.
Exactly. So
everybody,
sure. You think we're still on?
I don't know. It says live.
It looks frozen, but I can't tell. We're not getting any
We're
hearts.
not frozen.
Maybe
Can
we
you
should
hear me?
start live streaming.
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. So we'll wait just to see if they'll come back in a moment. If not, that was Red State Update. Do look them up online. I will. I'm going to Denny's in a few minutes, so I will go and try to add the information up once I'm at Denny's. Having some mozzarella sticks tonight because I ate a little bit heavy for lunch today. I'm trying to keep my weight down, However, having all that said, everyone, I'll try to have a video tomorrow night. I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. That's why you didn't see me set up anything. So I'll try to have something set up, and and hopefully I might try to have something set up on Friday, maybe Thursday, but probably more likely on Friday. I try to do something on the weekend, but I'm a little bit on the tired side. So hold on a second. I see Travis on the message thing here. Major internet outage. I'm going to say no problem. No problem. Okay. I am doing closing comments. Thank you for showing up. Please come back again soon. There we go. All right, I just sent them a message there. There we go. So there we have it. I think that's probably going to be it for tonight. So hopefully I'll have some info set up and everything and all of that. And I want to say thank you all for showing up tonight. If you like what you heard, please press like, comment, share. As the First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it because we are, in fact, the muckrakers of our time. And remember to reject corporate media, to go and subscribe to the Willy Bragg Show. And until next time, free and pardon Ed Snowden, free Palestine, free healthcare for all, preserve the First Amendment, make sure our freedom of speech, in fact, stays free. That's very important. Hi, Desert Mantis. And I will say, and hi, Teresa 273 and Cowboy Kitty. And until next time, everybody, fuck ice. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all hopefully very, very soon.